Hi, Napoleon. It's Aussie Villain. Happy New Year to you too, mate. Yeah, thank you. But listen, the reason I'm calling is I forgot to switch out the chairman's phone, and obviously the transfer window is open now. So before today's game, can you just switch out his phone for the dummy one, please? Thanks, mate. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 12, Episode 9 here at H&W Welders as we look to win the Champions League with the Northern Irish club. And today, well, it's not the Champions League, it's league action. January window has just opened up. It's Linfield New Year's Day, then Dungannon Swifts after that. Now, as I say, we have had the transfer window just opened up. James Chambers had a bid come in, 1.6 million. I'm willing to sell him, but I want to try and get a little bit more than that if we can. We're not going to accept the first bid we get. I'm hoping even maybe as high as 2.5. Because he is a good player, and I think he's probably worth that. But yeah, what one thing we did discover, and it was German in the comments last episode that sort of asked about it, inconsistency. And yes, he does have that trait. That maybe explains quite a bit about old James Chambers, doesn't it? Now, other things to catch you up on. Sweeney has officially joined us. If we go down here, a B- rated signing by the fans. He's 18. He's promising 350 grand we paid for him. He's down in the reserves. We might see him this season, but he's just there to try and develop, and we'll see what becomes of him. Yeah, 350 grand. So he's one sort of a calf we're trying to fatten up, and if we can't eat him ourselves, so to speak, then we'll take him to market, to keep that analogy going. And the other thing we've done, because we do have a lot of interest in our players, and I'm really a bit nervous about where this January is going to go, but to try and ward some of that off, Armstrong has got his now traditional pre-transfer window contract extension. 6.5 grand he's on now a week. Potentially, let's say a 4-year deal or whatever it is. A star player. So, yeah, we just need to try and keep him at this club because he is getting better and better and better, and we do not want to lose him. So to give you an idea of exactly how many players are interesting other. Interesting other clubs. If we can get up to the wanted thing here. Dylan Lake's contract is up. He won't negotiate with us. I would love to keep him, but it looks as though he's going to be going elsewhere. Then we get down to Lewis, where his contract is up. We have put a bid in for him because he's already here. He's balanced now. He's not even unambitious, so that is perfect. If we can get him in, that would be brilliant. But Picasso is wanted by Las Palmas. Tommy Martin is wanted by Portsmouth. We should be able to see that off. Zayanetti, the goalkeeper, is wanted by a number of different clubs. I realise it's going to be difficult for some people to see that. Stade Rennes, Milan, Augsburg, is it? And Real Valladolid are the main ones there. Brentford as well. Brady is wanted, but that's only on loan, so that's okay. Chambers, we know, is wanted. Diora is wanted. But thankfully, you'll notice that McDade isn't wanted by anybody. And also, with that new contract being signed, we have seen off, for now, any interest from in Armstrong as well. He is not one of the players that is there, an interesting other team. So that is obviously a positive. 6.5 grand a week, I would say, very, very well spent. Now, there are a few games to catch you up on since last episode. All of them in the league. I think they were all in the league anyway. Yeah, they were. The first one is against Glenavon. Let's see how it went. McDade gave us the lead before Scully sealed the points. So it was the sort of game that we've come to expect from us recently, unfortunately. There was some comical misses in this game. Like open goals straight at the goalkeeper. Like it was... You had to laugh sometimes or else you would have been crying. But we got the result. It's so comfortable. It's almost like it's too easy for us at times, I think. But McDade got himself another goal. He needs to pick up his pace if he's going to get the record this season. But he is still scoring. So a good win. We'll take it and run. The next game we had was against Portadown, who, of course, are newly promoted for this season. Anthony Armstrong put us ahead. And a Dylan Lake stunner sealed the points before half-time. So 2 very, very high-quality goals. They did not register a shot, but we couldn't score versus 9 men. They were down to 9 men in the end, and like I say, it just seems it's a little bit too easy for us at times, but yeah, that Dylan Lake goal, I really wish he would just sign for us. The frustrating thing, you can see here, he's not interested in negotiating with us, but the frustrating thing about that is if we go and have a look at his info here, his favoured club is Welders, and I'm his favoured personnel. So, just sign for us, Dylan. Sign for us, please. Final game to catch you up on, again in the league, was against Crusaders. McQuaid picked out Brady's run to give us an early lead. Tommy Martin made it 2-0. And McDade made it 3-0 at half-time. Napoleon found Brady, who smashed in his second. Before Chambers picked out Brady's run for him to complete his hat-trick. And Fred Simpson got our 6th late on. So finally, we rediscovered the back of the net. The difference in this one, again, you can see that they didn't register a shot on goal. The difference here is that pre-game, I basically said I expect a win. I thought it's not like they're looking anxious and nervous. It just looks like it's too easy for them. So I said we expect a win, and boy oh boy, did we get a reaction from that. So that was excellent. A quick look at what that all means for the league table, and we are with a game in hand, 4 points ahead of Linfield, who we play today. We are 10 points ahead of them, though we don't have a game in hand. But obviously, if we were to beat them today, 13 points, that's Linfield done for the season then, isn't it? And we can just focus on seeing off Larne. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Linfield. We're expecting a bit of a bus park from them, to be honest, which is, oh, how the mighty have fallen. And this is the team we're sending out. Zayanetti in goal, Ellis, Kidd, Lewis and Hill as the back four. Up Richard and Munier in midfield. It's Scully, Armstrong and Chambers with Picasso up front. It is more or less a little bit of tied plays there, but that's going to happen this time of the year. It's Napoleon tied. Let's switch Napoleon in for Armstrong then, and Scully might just have to. Oh no, Brady's not tied. All right, so we'll put some fresh players out there, and yeah, we'll see how we get on here. So we can see the team sheets there. Gareth Wilson, Jordan McGreevy are still in there. But Jordan McGreevy wishes he hadn't signed for him now, doesn't he? But yeah, that's the only two that I think they're on. Jitter, of course, in goal as well. What do we want to say to this? I'm going to go again with I expect nothing but a win. They are a little bit of a rubbish team these days. I shouldn't say that before kickoff, should I? And we've got a nervous-looking Picasso. Come on, mate, you got this. There we go. All right, and here we go. We are expecting a sellout, and there we go. Tillysburn Park jammed to the rafters, and it might be getting to the point where we see if we have a sneaky ask of the board for maybe a stadium expansion, if not a new stadium. Up Richard, gets the crossing, back post to Brady, and Brady, he just keeps scoring 17 goals now this season. Not all of them. I did have a think when he got that hat-trick, how close was he to to getting the goal-scoring record? Should we sort of put him on penalties and see how things go? But a lot of those goals, probably only half of them are in the league. But what a signing he has been, considering I signed him purely as a backup for Scully. He has been a goal-scoring machine on that right wing. Of course, we've trained him for that position. When we signed him, he was, because I think he had been released, was it by Spurs or was it by West Ham, one of those London clubs? He was a right footer playing on the left. But we've certainly turned him into a very, very good winger indeed. Here we go with Napoleon, tackled away, but Munier has it. Looking wide there for Chambers. Can Chambers pull it back? He can. It's Brady again, and Brady again just can't stop scoring. Don't get yourself booked for a goal celebration, please, mate, but celebrating in front of the Linfield fans, you love to see that. After all the pain and torture they put us through for so many seasons, it is good to, not just on the field, nicking our players as well. It's a good finish, isn't it? Well played by Chambers as well. Is this going to be one of his good days? Let's hope so. We'll give them some more praise. Picasso's looking nervous. He doesn't like being told, apparently, that we should win. But let's see what we can do here. Can we... Of course, at 2-0, what we don't want is them getting a goal back, because then it's sort of nervy times again. Oh, we do give away some penalties at fullback, don't we? Roy Hill gives it away. It's going to be Jordan McGreevy. Boo! Can Zayanetti... We would have faced him in training, and Zayanetti, oh, he can make the save. Well done. And Ellis clears it away to safety. And, oh, it's not quite safe yet. No, it is now. But let's give him a focus after that. Picasso not having a great time of things up there. Is he looking nervous? We're giving McDade the day off because obviously, well, not obviously, but he's played a lot of games. We're January now, so we know that December and January are just ridiculous times for us when it comes to the fixture pile up. So we're giving him today off in the hope again that he will bang in a few verses. Who are we playing next? Dungannon, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that works or not. Point the finger. Don't get complacent, boys. We've demotivated a few. Hopefully some nice fist-pumping action will get them back on board. Yeah, not loving Picasso up top, looking nervous. We do have Gary Turpie on the bench. We'll give Picasso a little bit of time here, but... Yeah, he's trying my patience when we've got a good youngster on the bench we can bring on. Can we get that away, please? It's bouncing around. It's offside. Now, was that offside from the initial kick? Or was it... Yeah, okay, so they are offside. I mean, they didn't need to be offside. There was no one anywhere near them. But, there we go. They really are. Look at that. They're just so defensive now, aren't they? They've got this new manager in Jonathan Johansson, who I remember him playing in the Premier League. I want to say for Charlton, which is showing my age now, just the fact I remember Charlton in the Premier League. But this game has just maybe taken a bit of a turn, and Kinsella has got his goal. It's the Gareth Wilson assist. I'm going to say, Picasso, you can come off now. You've annoyed me. Bouncing around in there. It's slightly unlucky. Zaianetti's gone to make a save that was blocked. And it doesn't matter because it wasn't given as offside anyway. I wonder if we give it we'll demand more, maybe. Again, it's a set-piece goal that's cost us. But between a missed penalty and a disallowed goal, that, let's be honest, we weren't stopping if he'd been onside. It is just drifted away from us this game once we've gone 2-0 up. But looks as though they've gone 3 up top now. So see if we can get a goal now that they're a little bit looser at the back. Mounier's done really well there. Up Richard has it. Back to Mounier. For Brady, he's on a hat-trick. I'm not sure if he was onside. It doesn't matter because he's missed it. But what we might need to do, if they're going to play like that, we might throw ourselves on a centre-back. Napoleon's looking tired. So what we might do is bring Fred Simpson on for Napoleon. Just drop him back in there. If you just want to play on the cover for me, mate. And that will hopefully just help tighten us up a little bit back there. And we should probably... Oh, we'll wait for after this highlight. We should probably go and start and close it down as well. Can we win that? We can. Lewis has done brilliantly. Up Richard. Nice pass for Hill. Can Hill pull it back? Turpey's in the middle. Brady's in the middle looking for a hat-trick. Is he going to go down? Hill pulls it back. It's Mounier! And Mounier over the bar. That was a big opportunity. All right, let's just go and close it down now. I think after a great start, we have somewhat... Well, we've somewhat clocked off, haven't we? Is what we've done. Let's keep putting pressure on them. And let's go ultra defensive. We'll tell them to focus, please, boys. Let's just see this one out. It's a 2-1 win. It's not a classic performance from us. You could even argue we've been a little bit lucky there. But a Brady double has got the job done. It was it Jekyll and Hyde? I mean, it wasn't great, was it? So there we go. We have got the win. We're 7 points clear. We've killed off Linfield's title hopes for the season. And McGreevy suffers defeat against former club. We've won 7 straight now, which is a nice little record to have. And guys, wait right there. We'll try and make it 8 as we face Dungannon. And obviously transfer windows open. Anything could happen between now and then. Okay, welcome back. Now, we do have a little bit to catch you up on. The first bit of news is we have signed a player, Andrew Ellis, our left back. We had him on loan. We've now made that a permanent deal. He's been nothing but solid for us, so very, very happy with this. 250 grand, you can see there. If we go down, the only negative is paying. Basically, we're just paying what we were paying him in wage anyway on loan. The only negative is here. There's a minimum release fee. We weren't able to get that any higher than 1.3 million. I kind of figure that if somebody comes in for that, we've made a profit on him. He wasn't our player anyway, so it's hopefully anyway, it just kind of will work out as it is. Why is he got 2 days of rest? I don't remember doing that. Did I accidentally do that? No, you can have rest, mate. You've just joined us. Why not go and have some rest? So that is the good news. Well, it's not bad news, but it's interesting news, is that AC Milan came in for Zaianetti. He wanted to go there. But thankfully, you can see here, he wanted to discuss his future, but... we were able to talk him down. William McQuaid, for once, who usually can just put out fires for us anywhere in the dressing room, he wasn't able to do it, but I had a word to him, said he was an important part of the dressing room, and he was happy with that. So there's still interest in him. The chairman hasn't got involved yet, which is good, but he is happy to stay so far, and Milan was the team that he said he wanted to go for. Augsburg has had a couple of bids as well, but yeah, so far, so good on that front. So we've got a player in. We haven't lost anybody yet. And it's all looking good. So let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Dungannon. We're expecting a 5-3-2 from them. And this is the team we're sending out. We're going more or less full strength. So it's Anetti in goal. It's Ellis as his first game as officially a welder. Martin, Lewis, and Hill. Up Richard and Munier. Scully, Armstrong, and Lake. And it's going to be McDade up top looking to start really pushing home that bid to get the record goal tally. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Omar Robin, who you may remember we had for a while as a backup left back. Ian Wright is on the bench for them, making a comeback, I see. If you're wondering why Tommy Martin is playing, it's basically because I promised him more first-team football, and the promise sort of expires tomorrow. What do we want to say to this? Let's try that we fully expect to win this game. So the problem with that, obviously, is because January and December are so hectic. Well, he just can't play every game. Like I haven't been out. So anyway, he's tired, but he's playing this one in the hope that he is happy. Now, the other thing I did, and I completely forgot to tell you or show you anyway, is that we have ended Davison's loan. Where is he? He's at Everton, I think. The Everton manager kept coming to me and saying, why isn't he playing? I wanted to just send him the highlights of the game at Old Trafford, but yeah. Anyway, so we've ended his loan deal. We're not going to pay him 11 grand a week just to miss chances for us. Armstrong with a chance from a free kick, and it's high and possibly wide as well. So yeah, so that has ended. So potentially we could use another striker in, which is what we'll look to do. But we do have obviously Picasso for Europe, McDade for the league, Turpey to sort of fill in here and there, and we do of course still have Diora, who we haven't really seen this season, but he's quality at domestic levels. So it's just a matter of whether we go and try and get in somebody else as sort of a top-class backup in Europe. But I think McDade could fill that role for us. It's a cracking ball. Scully's in behind. Scully from the tightest angle somehow manages to find the back of the net. It's an 8th of the season for Kean Scully. And that is, well, a wonderful ball in. Was it Munier or was it Up Richard? It might be Up Richard, was it? What a pass that is. Right onto his toe. And he has somehow managed to score from there. But we'll take it. 1-0. Excellent stuff. And let's see if we can go on with this a little bit now. Another highlight very quickly on the back of the goal. Can we win the header, please? Martin's there. Clears it upfield. No one is there. But oh, it's a bit of a heavy touch. Lake is there. Is Lake going to go himself? He tries to play in McDade. It's a horrible pass. I could have done better than that, I think. I say I think because I'm a terrible footballer. Come on, boys. Up Richard. Up Richard to Scully again. Can Scully pull one back? He goes himself, maybe ever so slightly selfishly. And that will end the highlight. Larne 4-0 up against Bainbridge Town already. Larne is showing signs that they're going to be, they're in it for the long haul this season, aren't they? 5-0 now. Poor Bainbridge Town. We've got another free kick. Is it going to be Armstrong again? Is he going to have another shot? He's already had a sighter. What can he do this time? That looks better, and it's in. It's off the post. It's unstoppable. It's a 10th of the season for Anthony Armstrong, and it's 2-0 now. And that, you would imagine, at home to Dungannon, who, for all the trouble they've caused us down the seasons, it's usually been at their place, and it's usually been low scoring. But they've changed manager since then, since they were sort of our bogey side. So, McDade, oh, and it's Scully with a second. It wasn't going in. Oh, it's the assist is for Armstrong. So it's not... McDade has missed it, has he? Maybe he has missed it. I have had a word to McDade about his sort of goals falling away, but the problem with that, of course, is that it's not that he's still scoring every game. It's just that he's not scoring 2 and 3 every game. So in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have had a word to him about it. It's just one of those things. We're expecting ridiculous things of him. What do we want to say to that? Well, it's got to be a don't get complacent, doesn't it? But generally speaking, that has gone quite well. We'll pump our fists. And I think we just get back out there. I don't know how many seasons we give McDade to get the record. I mean, he's only 23. He's so young. You forget, I mean, we signed him at 18 on a free... Was it a free transfer? I can never remember if it was a free transfer from Larne. It was certainly under $1,000 if we paid a fee for him. Armstrong with another chance. He'll do well to score from there directly. It's a good ball in, and McDade gets his 20th of the season. There we go, and I'm fairly certain that they are all in the league. I've sort of not been playing him. I've been using other games. Obviously in Europe, it was Davidson and now Picasso, and in cup games, I've been using that to get Gary Turpey game time. So I'm 99% sure those are all in the league. So he is almost halfway there. But of course, he needs to pick up the pace, doesn't he? Up Richard, ball in. Good, not at wall, sort of over the top to Hill, to Scully, back to Hill. Armstrong's pulled into a good area, and he's gone down. That'll be McDade to take the penalty. Omar Robin has gone off. And let's see if McDade can get his second of the game. McDade. Oh, he sneaks it under the goalkeeper. 21 for the season now. Now he is halfway there. And, well, can he go and get himself a hat-trick now with 20 minutes to play? I do think some of the issue with McDade and why I think the record is so hard to get the way that, well, certainly the season is set up here, is that to play every game is, through December and January, is next to impossible. So I think if he could play, if he stays fit, obviously, that's the caveat to it, but if he could stay fit and play, you know, sort of like an English Premier League style season where more or less you're just playing on the weekends if you're not in Europe, and we didn't play him in cup games, then I think he could probably get it. But Armstrong puts it wide. But I think the fact that he has to, that, you know, that's, is that 9-0? Poor old Bainbridge Town. They're going to get a record there, Larn, aren't they? Armstrong. Of course, the issue with that, I mean, thankfully we've got 5, so it's not like it's going to destroy the goal difference. Good ball for Lake. Lake gets a toe on it. No, it's disallowed. Is it offside? It is. It's the goal difference, which you'd like to think it won't come down to. We are 7 points ahead of them, I suppose, as well. But yeah, Lake is quite comfortably offside there, isn't he? Good little finish, but unfortunately, as I say, a mile offside. Can we go and get a 6th? Hill with the throw. Scully, it's headed away though. Munier will pick it up. Up Richards in space. He finds him. Munier and Up Richard are looking quite decent in there as a partnership, aren't they? Up Richard, I think, has been a brilliant signing. Thank you, Larn, for that, as he kicks the ball aimlessly into the goalkeeper's hands. Yeah, I think he has really come in and added something to us. And, oh, they're down to 10, are they? That's a little bit harsh. He must have led with an elbow, did he? But either way, it doesn't matter. It's corner Armstrong to take towards McDade. McDade! Oh, it's just over the bar. Let's give it a focus, see if we can manage to get a late goal here. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Dungannon haven't registered a shot. 5-0. We've put them to the sword. Look at that from Anthony Armstrong. A 10. 2 from McDade, 2 from Scully, and a very good team performance all round. Very, very pleased with that, boys. Excellent stuff. So just a 9-0 win for Larn then. We obviously won. Linfield won as well, but I think we can forget Linfield at this point. It's a 2-horse race if you're generous to Larn, and it's still a 7-point gap. And even if you look at goal difference, we're still 11 up on them on that front as well. So another wonderful performance from Armstrong. When we put our best team out, there is no one anywhere near us, is there, in this league. So there we go. A 20-game home run continues for Larn, but we'll be off there next episode. If you have enjoyed that, guys, make sure you hit thumbs up, of course. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. We will go to Larn. We'll end that win streak for them, and then we'll come back for Linfield as well. I'm a little bit conscious of only showing Linfield and Larn, but I think in the context of this season, those are the 2 big games. Unless we do Linfield and Ballymena, maybe. No, because that's, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I think Linfield's the bigger game, aren't they? They're someone that could, on their day, beat us, and it's always good to beat McGreevy and Gareth Wilson every opportunity we get. And then, of course, it will be Larn and Marseille. Another game against Larn. That just happens to be the cup final, though. And Marseille, and that will be a massive, massive episode for us as well. So, guys, that's it for today. As I said, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for what could be, essentially, if we beat Larn away, 10-point gap, that'd almost be title done, wouldn't it? Take care.